welcome to Friday Nights with Emma. You see, we're in my den of temptation again, in my sewing room. I think it's still nice, so we can continue doing it from here instead of downstairs on the dining room table. Michael's happy about that, although my work computer has taken it over now, so where there used to be a sewing machine, there's now a laptop computer instead, set up all the time. Oh well, it is what it is. Give everybody a minute to join. Give us a little thumbs up, little heart to let us know you're there. I've got my wine.
Deborah is watching.
Oh, hi Deborah. Hello, hello.
Terry.
Hi Terry.
Cheryl.
Oh, hi Cheryl.
Sarah.
Hi Sarah.
Carol.
Hi Carol.
Lorna.
Hi Lorna.
Gail.
Hi Gail.
Susan.
Hi Susan.
Valerie.
Is somebody there? Hi Valerie. He thought the cats were there, but he's not. He's not.
Paula.
Hi Paula. So what are we doing tonight? I thought I'd give you a little bit of a sneak peek of different things. Do a little bit of working on a project that I might show you more of next week.
Christine from Glasgow.
Oh, hi Christine from Glasgow.
Kate.
Hi Kate.
Diane.
Hi Diane.
Jackie.
Hi Jackie. Hi Jackie. Oh, remind me Jackie, text me after this. I forgot to get in touch with your friend about the lockup. I remembered literally at 10 to 8. I'm sorry. Please remind me afterwards and I will message her because I'm going to be there tomorrow.
Judith.
Hi Judith.
Hillary.
Hi Hillary.
Sharon.
Hi Sharon.
Cheryl.
Hi Cheryl. So what about Cheryl?
Christine.
Oh, Christine. Hi Christine.
Diana.
Hi Diana. Well, I thought I would show you a little bit of a sneak
Diamond.
peek. Hi Shirley. Sneak peek of what I'll be doing on Sewing Street. Not tomorrow, but it's a week from tomorrow. So it's the 13th, Saturday the 13th.
And Dawn.
Oh, hi Dawn. Hi Dawn. Hi Dawn. So this is one of the projects. I actually started this last night. It's from a book, Weekend Makes Patchwork, which I've looked through it. And it's got a lot of really neat little things. And I have to admit, this isn't typically the sort of thing I make, but it went really quick. I thought I had an hour last night before bed. I thought, oh, I'll get started on that little project. And I almost got it finished. I just have to put the lining in it. So this is the big one, little basket. I'm going to demo how to make the little one, but they're made exactly the same way.
Carolyn, Christine,
Oh, hi,
Jeanette,
Carolyn.
and
Christine.
your Sarah.
Oh, hi Sarah. But how cute is that? So that'll be one of the things that I'll be showing how to make. My bits back inside. And the other colourway is nice. This is the actual colourway, so yellow and blue. And then the other one is
Barbara.
Oh, hi Barbara.
Jane.
Flowery and green. Oh, I like that too.
Jane and your mum.
Oh, hi Jane. Hi Mum. So there's that.
Sandra.
Oh, hi Sandra. And then if we swizzle around that way, so you're going to have to shift.
Kathleen.
Hi Kathleen. I'm doing the attic windows again. Woohoo! And they've got 2 new panels. How gorgeous are these? So the borders around the outside are going to be exactly the same colour. So it's a tan border and sashing in between the window panes, and a blue and white to make the window sills, and then a nice lilac-y purple to make the leaves, which are going to be flowers.
Anne is
Look
watching.
at that. How gorgeous is that? This one is, I don't know what they'll call it, but it's a Lake District.
We used to be able to go to the Lake District. Anne is watching.
Hi Anne. So that's one of them. Oh yeah, haven't cut these up yet. That'll be the project for Sunday. That's nice, lovely sunset. And then look how fresh and beautiful, springy, sunny this one is. This says spring. Oh, so maybe they are going to call that. So that one's called Spring, and that one is, oh, they're both Spring. But that one's called Thistles in the Peak District, and this one is called Field of Dandelions. Oh, I guess it is dandelions. I thought it was daisies, but it's dandelions. Dandelions in seed, which is really nice. So yeah, so that's a sneak peek for not tomorrow, but a week from tomorrow. And that'll be on Sewing Street.
Laurie is watching.
Oh, hi, Laurie. I think Freeview is channel 73. Mum can tell you what the Sky one is, if there's a Sky one. You can see it online as well and on their Facebook page. So that is...
Anne says she loves the attic windows. Excellent effect.
Yeah, thank you.
And Laurie says they are lovely panels.
It's going to be really nice. Oh, wait till you see the rest. We'll finally get the rest done.
And unfortunately, Jeanette cannot sew, knit at all at the moment. Too ill.
Oh, no. Oh, get better soon, Jeanette. Yeah, please. Because we can't have you not being able to do anything.
And asks, who are you on with?
Oh, good question. It's a Saturday.
Kathleen says Freeview 72.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, 72, not 73. Maybe it used to be 73.
Diane says love the Lake District one.
Yeah, they're both lovely. I don't know. I don't know yet. It'll be a surprise when I get there. I think Mikey's coming with me this time, so...
Am I?
It's a Saturday, yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, only if John's there.
Anyway, well, you can talk to the chap about baseball. You talk to Elliot about baseball.
Oh, that's true. We did say that, yes.
Yeah.
Anne says give them a blow and see what time it is for the...
Oh, yeah, what was... Kaylee has a thing when you blow it. Well, I can't remember what it is. You have to blow them all in one go. I think you have to blow them all in one go and make a wish. I can't remember. We didn't do that as kids.
Lorraine says good evening from Kent.
Oh, hi, good evening. Hi. So what I thought... So that's Sewing Street stuff. And then what I thought I would start this week and maybe do a little bit more next week is this. So this is one of my works in progress. This is it's got a few different names, this pattern. The one I know it by is Star of Bethlehem. So I'll put that there so you can probably get a good picture.
Laurie says I should take some of my soldiers and show everyone.
Oh yeah. So if you remember, or I don't remember when it was, I've talked about Quilts, and a lot of people bought the book, which I love this book. This is one of the patterns. So it's called A Star of Bethlehem in this one, but it gives you the instructions to make a cot, which I think that's the size I started off with, but then you can make a bigger one to make it up to a double and queen.
Judith says that is gorgeous.
Oh,
and Judith is watching.
So it gives you the basic instructions on how to do the star. And then...
Christine says that star is beautiful.
Oh, thank you. Well, I've got plans for it. So I've made a few of these. Mum has one on her wall. Oh, I made one for Travis as well. So Travis had one for graduation. It's actually same colours, but the grey background. But for this one,
Dawn says that's lovely, and Jeanette asks, "How's the coat coming along?"
My class. So okay, so I was thinking of loading up the front part, one of the front parts of my quote, on the machine today and starting doing the quilting. But when I laid it out, the machine pieced part that I did, it's a little bit too short for the pattern piece. So I'm going to have to add a little bit to that. I didn't have time to do that tonight before starting. But I've got the hexes, the whole part hexes done from one side. So I can actually quilt one panel once I fixed that length. But the hexes for the other parts, I have drawn them out and partially cut them out. Now it's just going to be sewing together. But that's going to be an ongoing, because the sewing is only happening sort of half an hour a night in front of the telly, and maybe on a Sunday evening. So that's going to be a bit slow going, but it's still going. It's not forgotten, don't trust me.
Valerie says, sorry, I haven't been on for a few weeks. Her home got flooded.
Oh.
I can watch but not listen as the humidifiers are noisy, but enjoying the company. Okay. Claudia says, hello.
Hope it's all fixed now. Hope it's all the water's gone and everything's good.
Diamond says, on the day I go, I might be allowed to shine, a bit like Big Bang Theory, fun with flags. That's very good. I like that one. Yeah. Denise is watching.
Oh, hi, Denise.
Deborah asks, what was the name of the book, please?
Oh, this book is called, okay, so it's called Quilts. I think they've got another one called More Quilts, 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 but this is my favourite. And I would go for either the first or second edition. Now, the first edition was my original one, but they only give yardages in yards on that one. On this one, they updated it, the second edition. They updated it so they give you it in yards and in meters. So if you want to do that. They have a third edition as well, which I really don't like. It has a lot of the same patterns. Some of the patterns are a little bit different, but the colorways that they use, I really don't talk to me at all. I really just liked some of the colorways in here. You can really see the contrast, whereas in the third edition, I think they tried to be a bit contemporary, even though it's a few years ago. And a lot of the fabric patterns that they used sort of blended all together because there was too much pattern, at least in my opinion. So I'm not a big fan of the third edition. Go for the first or the second. I do have some second edition books on the website, some new ones, and I think we sold out of the used ones, but there's some new ones there. So if you go have a look at Swiss Quilting, there'll be those.
Judith asks, do you always manage to get the center flat on the star quilts?
Sometimes it's a little bit fudgy, I have to admit. This one, I haven't looked at this one for a little while, and I actually impressed myself a little bit. I'm like, oh, actually, that middle lines up pretty well. So if you want to come and have a look at my center, it can be a bit tricky, but yeah, I was actually quite impressed by how well that lined up in the middle. Now, this is one pattern that I definitely do pin. I do pin this, and I pin it a lot. So
your brother is watching.
Oh, hello, Simon.
Margaret is watching.
Oh, hi, Margaret.
Simon says every time he sees you look younger.
Always 6 years younger.
Jeanette says she bought the second edition book.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, second edition is a good one. Oh, and just for the people who haven't, I'll just quickly.
And asks what was the weekend sewing book, the first book you mentioned.
Oh, well, it will be on the Sewing Street. It's Weekend Makes, Patchwork Weekend Makes. I'm not sure if I can give you a sneak peek of that one yet.
Oh, sorry. Spoilers.
Yeah, I can show you what I made.
Spoilers.
But it'll be on the Sewing Street.
Controversy.
A week from tomorrow. Don't want to get in trouble. NDAs and all that.
Quilt police are already coming down our road.
Oh yeah, just quickly before I can continue off.
Judith says that is impressive. I've had problems getting it accurate.
Yes, it can be tricky because you do sew on the bias, so you do have to be careful when you put them together. The bit that I'll show you in a minute, which is just sewing the strips together, is really easy. The trickier part is when you cut them apart and then have to sew them together.
Sandy is watching.
We'll do that next week.
And Lori says brownie points for Simon.
Yes, quickly about the book. So it gives you a lot of information up front, basic stuff. Anatomy of a quilt, which is very useful if you're just beginning, because people will talk about sashing and posts and things, and you're like, say what? So it tells you everything you need to know there. Overboard on tools, you don't need nearly this many tools, but it does explain what they are. And then it goes through all of the patterns, and the way that they've laid it out is the first pattern is the simplest. So if you are a beginner, start with the earlier patterns because they're the simplest ones, and then they get a little bit trickier as the book progresses, and this is one of the next to last one, and the very or maybe it isn't the last one. I thought that Drunkard's Path came after it, but Drunkard's Path, which has the curves, actually comes before, and then this one. But yeah, you can dive right in, but just so you know, if you want to do it that way. And then at the back, after all the patterns, it tells you lots more instructions as well, how to actually sew things together, quilting, sashing, all of that, borders. So yeah, this is my favourite go-to beginner book, probably because I started off with it.
Diamond says she has the Sewing Street Monkey Wrench Starburst quilt in a box, kit in a box. Haven't plucked up the courage to start it yet.
Oh, definitely go for it.
Your Sarah says that star would look nice in ice blues and silvers.
Oh, yeah, that would be nice. Well, this is the effect that I'm actually aiming for. So it's not finished yet. So I'm actually aiming for doing all the bits around the edges. So that's what I'm on now, is starting that. And I've had this fabric a good, it'll be 11 years-ish year, maybe 12, because I bought it in Michigan before we left. So I'll start off with this because
is that some of the Civil War fabric?
It might be, but I bought this fabric specifically for this quilt because I wanted reds and blues. But I think it probably is some Civil War. So I think the red is. I think this one I think is a Civil War one, repro. But the others I'm not sure. Maybe that one, but I'm pretty sure the other ones, that one, that one, I don't think are. But it was the time period, probably about 12 years ago, when Civil War fabrics were really sort of en vogue. But I like them. I like them anyway. Okay, so what do we start off with? Start off with choosing your colours. This has 6 colours in it, from dark to light. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 colours. That's the 6th one in the middle. And then it goes 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the goal is to sew strips together. So I've got all my strips, well, not all of my strips, but a lot of my strips already cut, sitting waiting in my box. And it gives you the order that you need to sew your strips in, and you have to stagger them, because when you cut them, you're going to cut them at a 45-degree angle, and you get the most out of your strips when you stagger them like that. So that's what I started doing. So I'm just going to continue to do that, and I can show you. These are some of my stacks here. These are some of the ones I did earlier today. This is a bit boring part, because it's literally just sewing strips together. Got a seed in there. How did I get a seed in there? I have no idea. So I've sewn 3 pairs. Now I'm just sewing the pairs together. And you can pin for this bit, but yeah, I don't.
It's one of the few times you don't.
Why? There's nobody there. Why do you keep thinking of somebody at the door? What's going on? There you go, have a seat. It's getting a bit crowded in my room now. I bought one of my chairs that needs to be recovered. But it's nice to sit, and I use it to when I tie all my strings in from quilting. Yeah, I have to bit. This is the boring bit. This is probably why I've put off finishing this quilt, because this is the part that I'm really not a big fan of. But I will be excited to have it one day. Maybe this year. Maybe it'll actually get done.
Laurie asks if the cats visit the sewing room.
Monty, no. Monty did come and sort of have a look around when it was first opened up again, and just to check it out. Link does. Link comes and he tries to sit on my knee while I'm sewing, or in my chair. But he's been good. If he starts being naughty and getting into things he's not supposed to, then he gets kicked out. But as long as he sits on the chair and behaves himself, he's allowed. This is one combo, so you see I've staggered them. One colours 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I've got the other 2 to do. That's going to be 5 and 6. Oh yeah, it is. I guess that one is a Civil War one. Well done.
Diamond says she can't work out how my double bedroom size room, that is her sewing room, now only has enough space for me to walk in and out. Someone stole my space.
I know. How does that happen?
And Lori says if I keep getting to know things about sewing, the next step is sewing.
Yeah. Actually, I've been having fun finishing up my projects. Oh, you'd have to show my. Oh, they've probably seen it anyway. My the cat quilt. I just need to quilt it under the machine now. This machine.
Christine says, well spotted to me. I could get a Saturday job on Sewing Street selling fabric. Far too early in the morning.
Yeah.
And Kirsty says, evening started husband's birthday weekend celebrations and forgot the time.
So you got a bit of fluff.
And Jeanette says her dining room is the same. I'm sure it's getting smaller.
Well, Mikey's birthday soon. Although we're not making a weekend out of it, are we? It's not till next week.
It's Monday.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's next week. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten. Yep, Mikey turns.
Oh, and John Scott says, and whose shift will I be taking?
Ask John. Is John going to be on next Saturday? Not tomorrow, but next Saturday.
Lauren asks, can we see the quilt on the wall?
Oh, yeah.
Is it Tilda fabric?
Yes, that's my Tilda one. Oh, actually, I haven't lifted that up. That's the one I did over the summer. It's just half square triangles made from a charm pack. So the Tilda fabric was a charm pack, and then the white I think is left over that I had from some backing. It's got that it's got a little bit of a ditzy print on it, white on white ditzy print. Yeah, that was another one of my. I've had this fabric sitting in my stash for a while. I need to, and I know what I want to do with it, and we did it. Yeah.
And Diamond asks, how many unfinished projects do you reckon you have?
Not as many as I did. I've got. You want to have a look? I've got a plastic box up there of projects that need to be finished. I've got kind of a box, similar box, not quite as big underneath the long arm quilter, and that doesn't include, or maybe it does. So one of the things that I used to do is I used to buy fabric specifically for a pattern and then put it aside, and so I've got a few of those. I've got a jelly roll one actually that I need to get around to doing one of these days, but I'm not buying any more fabric. I'm just concentrating on finishing what I've got going on.
And Diamond asks how old I will be. I will be 49 years young. And John says, no, it's Vic's.
Ah, I miss you.
And Deborah says, that's beautiful. And Christine says she has been sewing her scraps into 10-inch squares onto a quilt of the garden party we will have when we are back to normal.
Oh, that would be fab. I love scraps.
Lorna says it's gorgeous. And Kirsty says husband's birthday is on Sunday, but he decided he wanted a takeaway and a couple of drinks to celebrate tonight. And thank you for the birthday wishes for Monday.
Aww.
And yours, Sarah, says we should do a barbecue when the sun comes back out and we are allowed to. Can't wait to get back together. We can celebrate all our birthdays together. 2025 will be here before you know it.
Yeah, we definitely need to do the barbecue when we can.
And Diamond says John Scott and herself shared a birthday this year. Oh. So glad to be 40 again. And Jackie says, buying no more fabric. Laughing emojis.
Okay, so there we are. That's the first one. So I have to do at least, well, for that quilt, you have to do 2 of these, 2 that match, and then the next set of strips is.
And Lori says, I am so positive. You're right. It was 2030. So.
No, we gotta.
And they keep moving the goalposts.
Yep. Let's see, where am I? I think this one. Yes. So it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5. So it'll be same set of strips, but with the colours shifted a little bit, because obviously when you're cutting them, you need a different number, so you don't have to. So let me say that again. Regroup. So if you've ever done like a trip around the world quilt where you sew your strips together and then you cut them apart, or like a Bargello, when I did the Bargello, especially the mountainy one, I sew all my strips together and throw them into a big loop and then cut them, and then I unpick them where I need to. You can't really do that with this because you're going to cut them on an angle once they're sewn together. So instead of unpicking them, you actually have to sew the strips together so that they're already staggered. So that's what this is doing, basically. So you won't have to do any unpicking. You'll just be turning them around which way they're going to go. But there's only 3 strip combinations that you need.
Valerie says, I have a jelly roll that has 4 different fabrics I want to use for her first quilting project.
Oh.
Any ideas are very much welcomed.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
And your Sarah says that I'll be staying in the house as you guys are having the barbecue. Laughing emojis. And Christine says she's getting her first jab on Wednesday.
Oh, well done.
Hope to be able to see my grandson for his birthday on the 20th of March.
Oh, Oh, well done.
Yeah, well done. All the best.
I'm trying to think of that full colour. Full colour. Jelly rolls. Actually, what you could do, I don't know if I've got that book still. Let me have un momentito. I'm pretty sure I just saw it. I swear I just saw it. Where was I looking? It's not there. It's typical. I literally just saw it on here. It was a jelly roll book, and it is that's annoying. Okay, retrace my steps. It's definitely not there, because that's where I took that book from. Anyway, I was thinking Courthouse Steps would be a good one.
Your Sarah says you could start a library with all the books you have. And Christine says she's having her first jab on Monday.
Oh,
we'll have to travel 50 miles round trip to get it. To be fair,
actually, well, it depends what the weather's going to be like, but I'd enjoy just getting out of the house. Let's see. I thought it was in here.
Still, it seems a long way to go just for
I know, I
15 minutes.
Yeah, I don't understand, because there seems to be quite a few vaccination places, unless, like, because we had this discussion with your dad, didn't we? In America, he was, how far is it that he was?
40 miles.
One way?
Yeah, one way.
One way. Yeah, and they've got snow. Their roads are not good. I mean, they've got serious snow. Although the highways will have been cleared, it's still not good. Well, I can't find it now. But anyway, for the jelly roll with just a few colours, if I find the one I'm actually thinking of, I'll post a picture. But I was thinking Courthouse Steps, because then you could use 2 colours for just the inside and the outside. Oh, you could do all 4 actually. Stagger all 4. Oh yeah, 4. Yeah. Okay, so now I'm really thinking 1 colour for each side. Okay.
And Sandy's rubbing in a little bit. I think she just had her jab in Peterborough and she lives in Essendine. Yeah, they just thought you'd have sent you to Oakham or something, because there's one in Oakham. Anyway. Who knows? As long
as you've had it,
as everyone gets it.
Yeah, and yeah. Well, I had my first COVID test this week.
Of course, Diana says they just have a round trip of 40 miles just to go to the GP. So, yeah, is what it is.
Oh, negative on the COVID test this week. That was always good. Yeah, I hope you guys aren't getting too bored with this. It's just a strip sewing.
And Christine says she lives in North Cornwall and had to go to Westward Ho in Devon.
Oh.
So that's a bit of a trek.
Yeah.
Tommy says, I love a jelly roll, but have a real problem with charm squares and charm packs because you just get the same part of the fabric every square.
Yeah, that's I've got another charm pack, which actually in another part of my, well, it's not really an unfinished project, but it's another charm pack, and it matches the fabric that I made. Oh, I made this fabric. This is fabric. That's right. Because I used the same fabric for Alice's baby quilt as well. And so it's a charm pack of this, which is sitting there waiting for me to possibly do the same thing as that to it at some point.
Joanne and Mum Maureen are watching.
Oh,
sorry they are late.
Oh, no
Had
worries.
to do
You're
with
not
food
missing much,
delivery.
trust me.
We'll catch up.
Yeah. No, it's a bit of a boring week this week.
And Christine says, not boring. Enjoying the
bless
company.
you. Thank you. Yeah, it's just the strips. I will get these done, I promise. And then next week, what I will do is I will show the cutting of the strips and the sewing together.
Maybe you could do a show on pinning.
Well, there will be a lot of pinning next week. There will be a lot of pinning next week.
I wonder if I'll notice the change.
What else?
Christine says she really needs to sort out how to place my fabric order on your website.
Oh. Well, message me. Tell me what you need, because I do have the option of putting it all together and just invoicing you so you can finish it off. Or if there's a particular problem you're having. One thing that, and I don't like this about the website, I'll be honest, but the way it's set up, there's no way around it, unfortunately. I tried. Believe me, I tried. But the smallest unit you can buy is a 1/4 meter. And so they count all units as a 1/4 meter. Although I could put it as meters, but then you won't be able to buy anything smaller than a meter, which I don't think works for anybody. So you have to put in how many 1/4 meters you want. And it's all continuous. So if you put 4 in, 4 1/4 meters divided by 1 meter.
You get a 1 meter continuous fabric.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. So yeah, it's until they can find out a way of being able to sell in fractions, I have to put it in as 1/4 meters, unfortunately.
Fiona is watching.
Oh, hi Fiona.
And Laurie says, you do great keeping us company. It means a
thank
lot.
you.
And great demos and lovely fabric as well.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
And Jeanette says she looks forward to a Friday night with us. And Simon says, am I going metric? Hardly. It's only out of politeness. And Judith asks, where can she find the pattern for the quilt above the machine? I've been trying to sketch it with no success.
Oh.
You could post a picture of it.
Yeah. So it's I did a demo for it, for how to do the half square triangles from a charm pack. I don't know what day it was. It was sometime over the summer. I know it was warm and sunny. But it's, yeah. I can post it. There is a picture actually. It should be on the website or on Instagram. Not on the website, I mean, but on the Facebook or the Instagram. I did put a finished picture of it. But once you've got all your half square triangles done, you can literally lay them out how you want to. That's what I love about half square triangles, is you can do so much with it. I just happen to, yeah, it's one charm pack and then fabric to 42, was it 5-inch squares of white? Because you get 42 charm pack squares. They're really simple and really satisfying.
And Anne says it's a great way. It's great the way that you invite us into our home each week.
Thank you.
Beverly says, just got here, feeding Wolfie. What have I missed?
Oh, not a huge amount. We're sort of sewing strips together. A bit boring. I did do a sneak peek of the sewing street stuff I'll be doing, not tomorrow, but next Saturday.
I think
some lovely panels.
I think in tele language, this is a filler episode.
Yeah, only because I was going to show you loading up part of my coat, but when I went to measure it out, it's a little bit short on one side. So I'll fix that. I'll do some more hexes. So ideally, I really want to load both of the front panels of my coat up at the same time so I can quilt them all at the same time. So I pulled out a whip and decided I'll show you one of my whips and do some work on it. Oh, which reminds me, you haven't told me what you want for your birthday dinner yet. I suppose you can...
Not first.
Pizza? Homemade pizza?
That's a shout. Beverly says she has done a couple of quilts like the one on the wall. They are so much fun to make.
Yeah, I really
And
really enjoyed it.
Susan says a lovely evening as usual.
Oh, thank you.
And Judy says really enjoyed last week. I watched it twice.
Oh, thank you. I can't remember what we did last week now.
Last week was the introduction and the demonstration of the unveiling of the sewing room.
Oh, yeah. It was the alarm quilt. Sorry, I've been to sleep and I have quilted a. Oh no, did I quilt? No, that's right, because I already finished Katie's quilt when we did the demo last week. Oh, but what did I quilt? Because whatever it was, I finished it.
You just did the pattern of the bees.
The bees, yeah. Which, I wasn't happy with the way. I haven't fixed it yet. It probably won't get fixed quite yet. I wasn't happy with the way it lined up. But the quilt I did afterwards, which I can show you, because this was another one of my whips I did over the summer. Sunday, I promptly took the bee one off, or was it Saturday? And then I loaded this up and quilted this, which will end up with Kaylee. But so I'm quite chuffed to get that one done. And I could actually finish and I finished something that I quite like.
Diamond says steak frit. Pizza is a snack, not food. Lorna also says it was the bee quilt. Beverly says my birthday is on Monday, Beverly.
Oh.
And Judith says the honeybee. Susan says beautiful.
Thank you. Ooh. Oops. I have to unpick that bit. I used a sheet for the backing, and I think I've quilted the security tag into it. Oops.
Your Sarah says your pizza, homemade pizza, yum yum. And Lori says steak and baked potatoes with sour cream and chives. That sounds good.
Yeah, that's a sizzler or outback meal. That is.
Dawn says beautiful, and Judith says that's beautiful too.
Oh, thank you. Actually, I can do these in rows. How does that go? Yeah, this is the right one. And it goes this one. And this one. Well, one thing I definitely want to finish soon, because I did buy some nice big pillows to go in it, is my cat quilt I did. Actually, you know what? It's going to pin. Oh, I didn't realise so many pins in Batty. There we go.
I just saw it. I have the wrong glasses, but I saw it. It's more like a voodoo doll.
Poor guy. There we go. I'll just pin those together for now. So I don't know how they go. That'll go with that. You don't want to see me sewing just another set of strips, because that's boring. I'll do a little finish up. Because I'm itching to do this actually. I want to do a little bit of machine quilting. Oops. Take that. Put my foot on.
Diamond says that maybe you could start a new show, Fun with Pins. And Lorraine says, how many machines do you have? It's one for each room, isn't it?
No, well, I've got, this is my big sub machine that I call my big sub machine. This is what I do most of the stuff on. This is a spare, and then I've got a overlocker and a cover stitch, which I'm aiming to put another shelf at the top there so I can put those on. And then I've got a little brother that goes with me that's small and portable. So this is what I want to do. I've been dying to do this because I want to get it done. So this is one of my UFOs, one of my cat things. I had it left over. This is one of the projects that I demonstrated on the sewing street, and this was a leftover demo. And I had to fix it actually, because, which was one of the other reasons that it didn't get done, because I ended up sewing this part onto here and then I had to fix it. So I wasn't sure how I want to do this. How do I want, I'm thinking about in the ditch. So let's see how it goes.
And said she's done that one.
Oh yeah, I really like this one. I'm trying to think if there's, oh yeah, there was another colourway, because the other colourway was animal prints, wasn't it? I seem to remember. It was like zebra print and different things like that. I think. I'll be corrected, I'm sure. There we go. So I'm going to crease the stitch a little bit. Let's see how this goes.
Lori says paw print pattern for quilting.
Oh. I think I did, actually, now you mentioned it, I think I did do a paw print on the sample. I think I did that on the long arm, because I had something else set up. I think I might have done that. I don't think I did it this way. But this one I was thinking of just highlighting the difference.
And so she has the other one too. It was all bright colors. Have not done it yet though.
Yeah, we'll get done eventually.
And Kirsty says she has the animal print one still to do. I bought it and hope my skill level will catch up.
Oh, you'll be fine. Oh, I could have demonstrated this one. I'm trying to think.
Well, why don't you save it then?
Yeah, but I'll have to. I can do another one. So I have the pattern. I mean, this one was obviously cut from a panel, but.
Diamond says, mistakes maketh the man. Women just unpick and put them right. And Lori says, before we say goodbye, could we see the panels again?
Oh, yeah. Let me just finish this end. Oh, put that down. There we go. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it comes out. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, that's my backing for it. So I got that ready once it's all done. Now, panels. So this will be for, not tomorrow, but next Saturday, Sewing Street demos. So it's the 13th, and it will be the attic window pattern. And this is one of the panels that will be available. The border, the sashing, the flower colour from around the border side will all be the same. The only thing that will be different is the panel. Oh, you're making that noise. This one's called Field of Dandelions. I love that. Nice blue sky. We had nice blue sky this morning, actually. But
it's a really nice print. It comes out better in person than it does on the camera.
Yeah, it's a real photo. I mean, it'll look like you're looking through a proper window. And the other one, which is also gorgeous. More, what's that, more autumny? But maybe not. It just feels like sunset.
Or when do thistles bloom?
This one is thistles in the Peak District.
So when did they bloom?
Summertime, I guess.
There you go.
So
Sarah says it makes you smile.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? They'll both actually be gorgeous. The border will be tan, so I think it will look really good. I'll post some pictures when I start working on it. I'll work on it on Sunday.
And Joanne says,
together.
Looks like the sunny day we all need.
Yes, so much. I got to go out on the motorbike a little bit this morning when it was sunny, but need some more. Oh, and then this is the other thing that I'll be demonstrating is the book. This is a basket. It comes in a couple of different sizes. I'll be demonstrating the smaller one. This will be the sample. The book of makes.
Kirsty says the first panel reminds me of Stanford Meadows in the summer, walking across to the high school. I think, I agree with that.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Although.
And Paula asks, can it work as a blind?
Oh.
And Claudia says she absolutely loves thistles and cannot grow them.
Oh.
And your Sarah says, good luck for Sunday snow.
Oh, thanks. I don't think we're going far Sunday. No, we're not going anywhere Sunday. No, not going anywhere Sunday except to, So it could be a blind. It is big. It depends on the size of your window. I mean, if you didn't want to use it for the quilt, you could certainly use it if you had a window the right size. They should be 75 centimeters wide by about 110 tall. So if you had like a Roman blind kit, yeah, you can certainly do that. Then you'd have all the other, because they'll sell it in the kit bundle, obviously. So you'd get all the other fabric with the panel.
Oh, that would be a good idea.
Yeah, so you could use a panel for something else. It doesn't have to be attic window.
Yeah. Banner.
Yeah, good idea. Anyway, coming up to, I don't want to bore you guys anymore with boring sewing. So I will get my strips done so that we can, I can show cutting them next week and then starting to put them together to make the diamonds, to make the arms of the star. Otherwise, yeah, you'll just go to sleep watching me sew strips. So thank you. Thanks for joining us and have a safe weekend.
Stay warm.
Well. Yeah, stay warm. And we will see you next week, next Friday. Bye-bye.
Good night, all.